Hi guys, welcome to another episode on my YouTube channel. I'm Olivia Gold. For any of you that do not know me, it's your first time watching. I'm a marketer, content creator and blogger, and on this channel I share with you marketing content, lifestyle tips and also fashion content as well. So this video is a bit different. I'm doing a get ready with me. As you can see, it's just my makeup. It's like more of a everyday shoot content kind of beat that I do, and I kind of talk to you while I do my makeup. I want to do something different because obviously the last few videos I've been done up and I've just been talking to you, but I want to do something different and chat with you. Video today, so I guess let's get into it. Do I have everything? I do. So I wanted to talk to you guys a few things that's been on my mind, a few questions that I've gotten and I think would be really relevant, especially when we're thinking about like marketing. And I know so many girls, if you think about it, we're in February 2022, so it's like that last term semester, the tail end of ladies in uni, or if you're not and you're trying to find a job, it's another day. So yeah, you need to get yourself out there. So today I really wanted to talk about two things in one video. It's really about, is a degree relevant in terms of helping you guys get the job, and also just things I wish I knew before I kind of went into the career that I'm in, which is marketing. As I mentioned in my first video, I started in fashion, I dabbled in PR, I've navigated my way through the industry, retail, e-com, and now I'm in tech. I'm gonna talk, do my makeup, I'll link everything that I'm using, and then yeah, we can just chit chat and get into it. So just gonna kick off with my base. I've done my skin. I'm using natural light in my bathroom in my new apartment. My dressing table isn't ready yet, so the bathroom is the setting for this video, but hopefully it's not too echoey, but I guess I'll find out once I'm editing it. The life of vlogging, as you can see, I'm still getting used to it, but yeah, I'm happy to be on the journey and talk to you. So I really wanted to start off about, is a degree necessary in marketing? And the reason I wanted to talk about it, because of course I went to uni. If you listened to my first video, you would have known that. I went to uni and I studied marketing and media communications. I'm not gonna lie, I really liked my degree. I really enjoyed it. Wow. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, I did that for 3 years. First year, just getting used to uni life, and then second year got into it and did a placement for 6 to 8 weeks, and then third year was just trying to make sure I get my dissertation and final degree done, and I graduated with a 2-1, by the way. So I'm just using Smashbox, but I'll link everything because then I'll just keep going back and forth and it's not going to make sense. So, and I'll show certain things. If there's certain things I feel like amazing, I'll call it out, but everything is linked. And this is like my everyday makeup, lasts me through the day, shoot content kind of makeup. So this is what I usually use. So yeah, for me, when I was in uni, I was so hell-bent on having this degree and that it would give me the job in fashion and I'll be this fashion marketing girl, and that would be my life, right? But now I don't think that's the case for others, and I think there's many reasons to that. For me in 2012, I could get into an industry that was really creative. I don't have any contacts in the industry, so I was like, let me get a degree, find out all the fundamentals, and from that see if I can use that to introduce myself when I'm emailing companies to be like, can I intern, can I work for you? So that was my strategy in my head when I was like, I'm going to uni, I want to get a degree. And another thing to flag also I was the first girl in my family to have a degree. I'm one of 4 siblings. I've got 2 older brothers, myself and a younger sister. So my brothers didn't go to uni, and I personally wanted to do it as well. So it was also a personal choice just as much as it was a way for me to have leverage in terms of having higher education to get a job. So that was my personal motive. However, today, do I think it's mandatory that you need to have a degree to get into marketing? No, I'm just going to keep it 100 with you guys. I don't think it is, and for many reasons. The first one, as I mentioned, social media. Like, I just think it's such a creative tool. It's such a creative outlet for you to find people, find jobs, find industries, find roles that you would never see, that you would never think to Google, that you might stumble across depending on what content you're seeing. Like, I just think it's just such a useful way now. Another key thing with the marketing industry, which I've said in a previous video, but I just think I probably will say it a lot because I just don't think people realise how much our industry changes. It is about people, and as we go through life, people are evolving. So our industry will evolve with the times. So what was popping 10 years ago in terms of how to put together an amazing marketing strategy is not what it is today. So if you're in uni and you're learning, yes, you will learn fundamental principles, but the only way you can see the results and see how good you are and see if you're applying the right skills is in practice. So that leads into my next point in terms of you can just go out there and get experience. Like for me, I did obviously my degree, and every summer I would intern. That was the only way I was going to get experience, because first of all, as we know, some industries don't pay well. So I knew that fashion wouldn't pay in terms of looking for an internship. So I was just like, okay, I'm gonna have to do it in uni where I have financial backing, like student loan, living out, working part-time. I can get away with it because once uni's over, I'm back home, no student loan, I need to make money. I didn't have the luxury of just being able to work for free like for a long time. I needed an income. So yeah, I just feel like it really is, experience is the true teacher, and that goes for many areas in life. I do think importantly when it comes to degree. That being said, I don't think don't get a degree. I would say that getting a degree now, I think, is a personal choice and a personal qualification and achievement that you want for yourself, and I did that, and I'm happy I did that. I'm still proud of my degree. No one has asked me for it but it's there, and I'm happy that I did it. So, and it did teach me things like some fundamental skills, and just learnings and practice. So, which I think can take into all areas of life. I don't think it's just in marketing. I think it's just development as an adult. You can get the degrees, PhDs, masters, whatever it is, but if you don't apply yourself when you're at work in your chosen career, like, it's like whatever to not have a degree and still go in there, learn everything, not be ashamed to do the small bits, run and get teas, pick up samples, do the basic things, just so you can learn the operation of how a company works and how this role is vital to the team. I think if you can do that and pick up skills along the way, like, you will do great things. So I want to make sure that just as much as education is important, and I personally champion that as well, I also champion personal development, personal passion, and just that hard work and drive to find out the information you want, learn, and also use it in your like desired skills. So for me, I feel like, yeah, we're just in different times now, and I just hope, you know, you guys that are tuning in and watching just understand that whether you have a degree or not, like, truly find out what you're passionate about, especially in the field of marketing, so you can make sure you can utilize your right skills, find out what your strengths are, apply that, as well as find out what your weaknesses are, so you know exactly what to do better on. And also, another point, it depends what university you go to as well. For Americans, that's college. I really do think that depends. I went to a university based in London, quite local, kept it near home. So the degree I did was a combination degree. So half of it was standard marketing, which was a general marketing degree, and then media communications, which tapped into media, advertising, all of that stuff, right? But there's some universities that do specific degrees like marketing and like promotion, or fashion marketing specifically. I actually wanted to do fashion marketing specifically, but I didn't get good A levels. We'll save that YouTube video for another day. But I'm still standing, so all good. But so it depends the college/university that you attend, and what facilities, programs, additional internships, contacts that they have to the industry that you want to get into. I think that's also a big factor and a big driver, because if you have those instant connections or network within the university or college, that can align you in terms of apprenticeships, internships, paid graduate jobs. That is a great entry point. My university didn't provide that so I think that's what made me have to go a bit harder. So when I finished uni, I had to start sending out my CV, emailing people, calling people. That was the grind back then. There wasn't like a program or certain companies that they know that they can bring in recent graduates to do graduate placements. No, but I know today that is something that some educational bodies are trying to get involved in, especially if we think about the last 2 years and where everyone has been and felt. You know, companies are trying to do a bit more to tap into certain communities, to make sure everyone's getting a fair opportunity. It's easy to hear my story and be like, yeah, I went to uni and I got this job, and plus I've had some down times as well, but like, just because I got a degree, I don't think it guaranteed like my career success. It's definitely a journey, a personal journey, so you need to be aligned and be clear on what you want for you. But I just wanted to flag a few like factors in that decision. If anyone's at a crossroad, or anyone's still studying and like, should I bother? Am I wasting my time? Or I didn't go to uni, is that like a big mistake? Like, honestly, there's no mistakes. If you're driven and dedicated, you will definitely find your feet and be doing great things. So I'm just gonna switch up gears and quickly talk about things I wish I knew before. And to be honest, a lot of them are quite personal things and things I can't control, but I still do think it's important to share and know, just in case anyone else has ever felt the same. I didn't realise, or maybe I was just quite naive, that it's truly who you know, not what you know. And I mean that to say, like, well, what I said. And because like, it's such a closed industry behind the scenes. It's not, I don't even know what to compare it to, because I'm not an expert in any other industry, so I don't want to say something that's incorrect. But it was so hard to find a job, and I don't have any contacts, I don't know people. So that's why I spoke in my previous video, the value of networking. And I saw a recent video by Steve, the guy who does the podcast, The Diary of a CEO. And he said something that I thought was so valid, and I hope this helps people who want to network but it's not their thing. And I think he made a good point that from his perspective, he thought networking was pointless. Like, we're going out there, going to all these events, chit-chatting. And I did do that grind. But he also made a point that I wanted to flag. We have the internet now, literally everyone is on it. Like, someone could be watching this who's a multi-millionaire and could change my life. Or it could just be girls like me who just want to know this information. That is networking. Like, I'm in my bathroom, in my apartment talking to you. That is networking. And I love the way he said that. He was like, he would rather sit where he is, create loads of content, use the internet as he did, use social media and build a community. And I think that is another valid point in terms of what networking is. And for example, if you're an amazing social media expert, guru, that's your thing, that's what you like, use the platforms that you're an expert in and start to demonstrate that. you will naturally draw an audience who will naturally become contacts and will naturally become your peers. Like, that is networking in your own home and showing your skill set, and you'll naturally have great conversations with people who are like-minded, which I knew before, was aware of, because I would have done that. And it's the reason why, if you think I'm starting YouTube now, like, I have all these expertise, but I never really spoke about it, and I didn't really have a community to speak with. So this is why I did start Life of a Marketing Girl, so I can basically have that, because I didn't have that community at all. Another thing I wish, it's kind of not wish I knew, it's wish I had, was more confidence. Like, oh gosh, I was so insecure or naive, whatever word you want to use, but I just didn't have that confidence. Even though I was a hard worker, I didn't have it. And that is one big attribute that really gets you from here to here. And the reason I say that is because when you think about marketing, you deal with so many different stakeholders. You need to be confident in what you say, be approachable, and I just wasn't when I first started out. So I think I kind of went under the radar, like in certain rooms, in certain meetings. I didn't really say much. I only spoke when asked. I didn't voluntarily contribute topics and like views, ideas. I think here and then when I felt comfortable, which is like natural, to be fair, but I do think even if you don't know everything, still be confident in what you don't know. So then, and be like, yeah, I don't know that, but I want to learn that. Like, really be that confident, because honestly, I was hardworking, but I didn't really show anything else. And I do think that made me go, yeah, under the radar. So I was just another intern. Oh, she was lovely, probably, but nothing else. And I'm not saying you have to like sell your soul. No, God forbid, that's not what I'm saying. But I just think you have to have confidence in yourself more than anything. Like, no one in that room, in these establishments, knows everything. So I think more than anything, be confident in the amount of information you do know, your level of passion, what you want to learn, and then like roll with it. I think that's definitely something I wish I knew. Which leads me on to like my next point, which is quite similar. Is utilize your friendship groups and your core friends, like whether they're in the same industry as you or not. I think it's so important. I think especially when you get out into the work world, the society information, they just tell you to like network up and speak to people who are more senior than you and all this stuff, and it's just like, okay, so you're just trying to have these conversations with people who may not be as interested in you as you're interested in them, because obviously they're busy people. But we don't even realise that our community, your friends, your family, are naturally people that can help you, even if they work in different industries. And I think that's something that no one really talks about. And I wish I did. Luckily, I did have like one or two friends who had similar interests, and that was nice when we're just like bouncing off ideas or like trying to look for a job, and we would obviously just like ask around, or they would send a link, and it's just like things like that that really does help. But if you're trying to build something yourself or build your own portfolio, like use your friends and your family to help you. Like, I didn't, because obviously, as I mentioned before, I don't have family in the industry. I didn't really utilize them, so I just kind of went out on my own. And that was quite difficult because I wasn't really armed with anything, like I wasn't really prepared. So like utilize the people like around you. Like, let's say for example your cousin has like a catering business and you're great at socials, then build their social media platform or build their strategy and tell them what they need to be doing. If you go to an interview, then you show it. Like, it's just small things like that. It sounds so like, but what's that gonna do? Like, if you show them how you did it, it shows the entrepreneurial mindset. You're someone who uses your initiative, and someone will pick up on those attributes, and that's how you can start having great conversations, and show your value, especially, for example, if you go to interviews and things like that. So that's definitely something I would advise. And something I didn't really do. I just kind of went out, did internships, got it on my CV, did another internship, got it on my CV, and after a while I was just like, oh girl, I'm tired. Hold on, doing my lips. So this is something that I got from Yvonne Victoria's YouTube channel and I love it. She uses the Fenty Espresso matchstick to line the lips. It looks mad now, that line does not compliment me at all. But once I'm done, you'll see, just line your lips here and it just creates that nice natural pout already there. I'm just gonna blend everything out, stand back so hopefully you guys can see my makeup. Not gonna lie, my makeup is quite samey. Obviously for going out I might do different eyeshadow or blusher, but for the most part this is like my vibe. It's like natural, soft beat kind of thing. And then I add like whatever I want depending on my mood. I hope this has been insightful, and also you can see my makeup that I'm using. And after I go off the Pixie makeup base, I like to just go over anything that I want a bit extra. If it's like my blusher, my bake, just to make sure it lasts longer throughout the day when I'm shooting content. This is it. I'm gonna lift up my camera now so you can see my finished look. Really subtle. I have small eyelashes, but I'm kind of into that at the moment. I'm not having my lashes on, but sometimes I do when I want to be a bit more glam. So this is my look. Just got my hair braided back, and yeah, super subtle. Yeah, I just really wanted to share this because I feel like you study, you get into the work world, and I was naive, and there's so many great experiences that you have, but I think also what no one teaches us, and like decisions, you feel a bit more equipped, you've got a bit more of a realistic view, but also still determined, make sure your dreams aren't crushed, about things you should do. You really have to stay up to date in marketing because it's always changing, like you can't get comfortable. And it's an exciting thing because marketing is like people, trends, so if you're into the industry, I can only assume you have a passion for it, so staying up to date won't be like hard work, so to speak. So yeah, and even just pivoting back to my initial point in terms of a degree, again, it's a personal decision. It's not going to deter if you ever get a job or not. No, it's not like that. You definitely can get a job. I think it's more these days more of a personal choice. Some people do it because it's family tradition. Everyone, you know, studied, got a degree, got a PhD. Some people, that's not care for them. They just want to get straight, get experience. And yeah, and it depends also what those universities can provide you other than a degree. So there's certain programs, contacts, networks, graduate roles that they can give you. So, and also a big one that I didn't mention, but you know, finances, if that's something you want to have on your head, is a student loan, or you're fortunate and it's afforded to you by family or yourself. So there's many different reasons, but I think most importantly, always make sure the choice is yours, the decisions are yours, and you're happy with it. And also you can go to uni. If you change your mind, it's not for you, you have that choice as well. As long as you, I would say, please be prepared and planned for your next decision. And if you don't know what to do, I think always just put yourself out there and try it. If you fail fast, and then you move on to the next thing. There's no losers, there's no failure, it's just lessons, and you keep it pushing. So that's it. I hope this has been helpful, insightful, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video. So I've got a couple of videos and I definitely want to do a fashion one because I have it, but I think because I've started doing marketing content and I'm getting questions on it, I feel like that's what I want to keep giving you, but I definitely want to do some fashion and lifestyle content, so it will be coming up, bear with me guys. But yeah, thank you for watching. I hope you like my makeup. I'm going to link everything, what I use. There's some old, some new, so hopefully it's things that you can literally just get straight away. And again, questions, please comment below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and stay tuned for my next video. So bye guys.